What is up? Thank you for coming to my channel, Prison POV. Shout out the joiners, shout out the point of view crew, and let me just start by saying my live was off the hook. If you caught it live or if you watched it later, and let me just say this, I expect the unexpected. Yes, I do. I'm not easily shaken. I can get some bad news, I can get some good news, I can be abased, I can abound, but homeboy, when I go to do a live and I'm not able to auto rotate, I'm not able to turn my phone sideways, therefore I'm forced to do my live up like this, and it's the first time in, I don't know, 2.5, almost 3 years I've been doing lives, and blah, 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 blah. I wasn't ready for that. I should have expected it though, because lately when I've been watching YouTube, I turn my phone, it won't let me do it. I'll turn my phone and it will not go sideways and fill the screen and do what I like to call auto rotate. I'll have to turn my phone off, turn it back on to get the action. But no, it wouldn't happen. So bro, I was shaking. But there's, you know what I mean? Still a good live. So, and in that live, someone said, what prisons have you been to? And I knew that I could never answer that question in the live because there's too long of a list. I've been to too many prisons. And I thought, hey, that'd be a cool video. Once upon a time, I did have this up as a video. Long story, it was on the Methadone Detox channel, which is what I was before Prison POV. Took a lot of those videos down. Snarp. I wish I had not. I thought, hey, let's redo this video. Now, I just now went to do it, and I was going to name every prison I've been to, and the story of how I got busted and what happened, kind of detail it. There's no way. I was on the third prison, and it was like 11 minutes into the video. So, you know, these videos are about 23 minutes or so, just by default, because, you know, the camera's mine, so it'll shut down, bro. Never that. So, I'm just going to name the prisons, and let me say this, everybody who has something coming from me is going to get it Monday. Period, point blank. Some people have coffee, some people have stickers, some people have coffee and stickers, some people have shirts, stickers, magnets. If you have something coming, you're going to get it Monday, guaranteed. So, what prisons have I been to? Started off, first prison I went to was Central Valley MCCF in McFarland. It's a CCF, but it was a level 2. Remember, I got out. It's a short little story here. I got out, and it was like, okay, I got out of prison first time. I'm hard as nails, been in the pen, and oil bill kicking with the homeboys. And so he's like, hey, where'd you parole from, brother? I was like, you know, Central Valley MCCF. He's like, a CCF? I was like, yeah, it's a level 2, because in California, levels 1, 2, 3, 4. At least it's a level 2 CCF, high security. And I was like, where'd you parole from? He said, Wasco ER. I said, bro, that's a level 1. At least my prison had barbed wire and a wall around it. You could have just, like, you know what I'm saying, jogged away. Be that as it may, brother. I started off at Central Valley MCCF. I was just out a short time. I went right back to Mule Creek. Level 1 yard. When Mule Creek was active. I think it went all the way back in 2005. This was 2002, 2003. And let me just say that they did have some bad yards. But C yard was still active. Because that's the level 3 I went to for CTQ. And I went to level 1. After Mule Creek, I was out a short time. I got busted and went to Mesa Verde CCF. Which is a trip. Because I remember being like, bro, I'm in Bakersfield. I'm in Union Avenue. The neighborhood I was born and raised in is just right down the street. Oildale is this way. Like a bunch of homeboys all around me. Family, like galore. Not one visit. Not one visit when I was there. And it's because several of my family members and friends showed up to the front door. We want to see Splinter. Came barged in. Like, no. You got to fill out a visiting slip. Submit it. The prison will go over it and you'll be on the approved visiting list. It takes about a month. You come see him. Oh, you know, never mind. Tell him we said hi. Anyways, after Mesa Verde, I went to Wasco A Yard. And let me just say this too, that every time I name a prison, believe that there's going to be county jail and Wasco reception attached to it. So when I say Mesa Verde, by the time I got to Mesa Verde, I'd already been in county jail for a month or two, Wasco reception a month or two. Next prison, before I even get there, county jail, Wasco prison. County jail, Wasco prison. County jail, Wasco prison. County jail, Wasco prison. You know what I mean? So, after, say Mesa Verde, Wasco A Yard, I said Wasco A Yard, right? After that, CMC West. Now, I do have some highlights here. Because if I get done too quickly through this video, I got some stories prepared. You know I do. I mean, if I name the prisons and we got all kind of time, we're not gonna lag and just like, kind of the way. No. I got stories, bro. And the story I'm gonna tell comes from CMC West. So, after CMC West, I went to Soledad. Level 2, Toro Dorm. They have North Yard, which is level 3. A side, B side, A yard, and B yard. And on those level 3 yards, they have a level 2 dorm, which looks just like a H dorm from Wasco Reception. And it's called Toro Dorm on B yard, and it's called Fremont Dorm on A yard. I was in Toro Dorm, level 2, Soledad. We got in a big riot with the blacks. That was the end of my P number. Because we got the big riot with the blacks in Toro Dorm, and I ended up going to the hole, O-wing, sitting in the hole like 8 months. Way past my release date, because I was supposed to get out in June, and I ended kicked out of the hole in like October, because my charge put me past my out date. Be that as it may, I got out, I discharged my P number. Just a couple months later, though, I picked up my F number. And guess what? I went right back to Soledad. After Soledad, no, not after Soledad. Since I went to Soledad, such a lengthy term, 4-year term, there was a couple prisons tied up in that one term. Not just one prison. During a term, you might bounce through all kinds of prisons. This is the first time, though, because up until now, I went to one prison and paroled from it. This time, though, my 4-year term, I bounced around a little bit because I went to Soledad. Then they shot me to Arizona, which I call COCF. I'm not really sure what Arizona, what you would call that. Arizona. Trip out, though. We all thought, those of us who are going to Arizona, thought it was going to be an Arizona prison. We thought they're going to pull the bus up, let us out, open the doors, we go walking in, see all these dudes from Arizona. We walk up, hey, introduce, hey, I'm Splinter, California. We thought it'd be Arizona rules with tobacco and weights and just the Arizona program. We're like, dude, how's this going to work? We just kind of wrap our brains around it, like how they're going to snatch us up from California, put us on a bus, take us to Arizona, drop us off at an Arizona prison. We're wondering, is it going to be like wars? You kick off California to Arizona against Arizona. What's this shit? What's going to be like? Are they going to have rules going to try to impose on us we're not going to want? Are we going to have rules that they're going to reject, that we're going to insist upon? Are we going to be able to program these dudes? And then we get there and realize it's a California prison. What in the world? California just decided, enough prisons here in California. Let's go build a prison in Arizona. Just for California. I'm just ran by the Title 15. California rules. All California inmates. Didn't see that coming. Bro, had a great time. But Arizona said this though, and they're pretty smart. They said, hey, sure you could build a prison here. No problem. But when it times those inmates to be released, you're not just going to kick them out onto our streets. Can you imagine if some dudes from California went to Arizona prison, a California prison in Arizona, and then say like they got out January 15th, and it was their parole date January 15th, kicked them out on the streets of Arizona, and left it up to them to get home? Maybe even gave them a train ticket. Here's your train ticket, dropped them off at the train station. They wouldn't make it. How many dudes would just go off in neighborhoods and just get loaded and go to a bar and go chasing chicks? A grip of them, bro. A grip of them, dude. I'd say like very few dudes would actually even make it home. They'd get lost in Arizona. Bro, so Arizona said, no way. Never that. What you're going to have to do is send those fools back to California as they get short. So I had like 90 days left. And they snatched me up, sent me to New Delano. You know what I remember about that? Right before I got snatched up, we had a big riot. Woods and Southsiders. They locked us down. I had a couple package come that I didn't get. I ended up getting one of them. One got lost in the mail. I never did get it. And I just now, and that was years and years ago, thought a little thing to get my $120 back. The went to like the California unclaimed thing. But I remember being on lockdown in our cell for 30 days because that riot. And getting the same thing for dinner. Every single night. Every single night. And what it was some kind of rice dish. It was rice. It was real watery. And then they had like carrots, like some big ass chunks of carrots, you know, say vegetables. Oh, here's your vegetable, like just one whole half carrot, all nasty as could be. And then they pick it up with a ladle, and I suppose the ladle doesn't have holes in it because it comes with all kinds of water. So you throw all kinds of vegetable water, a little carrot swimming in all kinds of water, and your rice is all watery. Then they throw your cornbread on there. So that gets all nice and watered down and mushy. And then they're thoughtful and they give you 2 cookies every night, 2 round cookies. They're just disgusting. They're soaked, bro. Cornbread and cake. No bueno. By the time it gets to you, you just like move it out of the way, eat what you can of the rice. You're starving Marvin. I remember them snatching me up and saying, you're going back to California. And I was like, yes, not a moment too soon. I did have $700 that got lost. I had $700 in Arizona, and I went to California. One of the first things I did was get some drugs. Why wouldn't I, bro? I got to New Delano. That's my next prison. I went from Arizona to New Delano, which is a level 4 of 180 prison, but they have a level 3 gym. And of course, at level 4, we were abiding by their rules. It's level 4, 180, kind of running our program. Bro, it was a tough prison. what I remember about that is them losing my money, me getting here and getting some drugs. Like, dude, I got money, don't even trip. And then trying to go to the store, having a $0 balance when I know I brought $700 with me. And not only that, but showing up and I'm losing my C file. So having to throw me right in the hole. Right in the hole. No C file. Dude who was next to me was a Southsider who got his 3rd strike for shooting a dog. Animal cruelty, trip on that. Says a dog ran on his yard, trying to bite his kid. He shot it, and he got busted. 3rd strike, 25 to life, and you'd be all, Splinter, don't ever get out. Don't ever get out. He was bum kicked. Yeah, she'll make it out. 2 did some penile in there. We went to go do a workout. I'm woodpile, homeboy. 123. 23 burpees. 23 push-ups. 23 these. 123 of these. Everything's 23 for W. The 2 P9 dudes, 88. Skinhead's number is 88. So my workout increased like exponentially. I went from doing 123 to 188. 88 instead of 23. Like the big number. And they went harder and faster. Bro, I told them I'm not going to be able to keep up with you dudes. Plus, I've been slacking. I've been like on a lockdown in Arizona trying to eat like watered down cornbread and cookies, homeboy. Never that, dog. So, I remember them losing my C-file, losing my $700, going to the gym in New Delano. When I paroled from there, next time I went to prison, I went to Corcoran. Oh, did I forget Ironwood? Because when I came from Arizona down to New Delano, I stopped and spent a night at Ironwood. Just one night. Funny thing about it though, remember that package I told you I ordered in Arizona? But they didn't give it to me because you're on lockdown, and I ordered 10 CDs. It got lost. I just now bought for $120. That package, that 30-pound package, cost me a couple $100. I ordered all kinds of cool stuff. It was going to go with me to Arizona. Of course it is. It's my property. We stopped over and spent the night in damn Ironwood. Ironwood wants to go through all of our property. They opened up a sealed box. It was sealed. It was taped shut. I'm in a lockdown. They never actually put it in my hand, give it to me. It's just going with me. Ironwood has a nerve to pull it out, untape it, and just go through it, start throwing away shit's not allowed. Their prison. Even though I got there like at 7 p.m. at night and I'm leaving like at 3:30. Literally gonna be there like 6 hours, bro. And they're throwing this shit away, dog. And guess who gets it? They're porters. The dudes who work there. They're snatching right out of the trash can. They're getting my stuff, my razors, and everything. All my good coffees and creamers and all that. All the good stuff, dog. Everything, homeboy. I had to sit and watch it. So, be those in May. I went to New Delano, Arizona, Ironwood, New Delano. Got out, was not out long. I did ICDTP, which is in custody drug treatment program. I did that twice back to back. And then I went to Corcoran. And then I went to Wasco. And the last time I was in prison, I did my whole violation right there at Wasco. Wasco reception. I did on A yard, building 5, worked in the kitchen. Then they're always flipping. Wasco A yard, reception, mainline, back and forth, back and forth. It was reception. Buildings 3, 4, and 5 were reception, working in the kitchen, retherm. Buildings 1 and 2 were mainline. They decided to make 1 through 5 mainline, which is what I think it is now. So they took all of us over to back to the other side, and I went to D1. Celled up in D1. Dude, and that was the last time I was in prison, in D1, Wasco reception. They moved me from A yard, building 5, and I had like maybe a week left. 1 week left, bro. Put me over there in D1, I walk in, I see one of my homeboys. I know him very, very well. He lives in Oildale. He has a best friend. His best friend and I do not get along at all. And I always wonder if he knew that, because I've been around this dude quite a bit. And he's always talking about his best friend. I always think, does he know? Him and his best friend and I do not get along. It's like on site between us. And the only reason that is because like another friend type friend thing. Anyway, be that as it may. Moving with this homeboy of mine. And know what he's known for? Making knives. Making weapons. Wasco reception. He has them. He makes them. He holds them. He has them. He hands them out. He plays with them. He just loves them. The only thing about it, dude, they're a big, huge write-up, bro. They'll send you to Kern County. You'll pick up like 2 years for DA referral. Then you have to go to the SHU for having the knife by the prison will punish you. Take 365 days. Dude, you can lose a lot of time. You can gain a lot of points. You have to go to a SHU term, and they're really just not worth it. Especially Wasco reception D1, and when you're staying in your cell like all the time, like you're never getting out. Like, use that on me, homeboy? What do you need that for? He doesn't make them because he knows how. Oh, look, keychain. So I went in there and I thought, bro, I had a week left. I'm like, this is that fool who likes to make these shanks, man. I didn't ask him. Like, what you don't know? Like, I didn't even want to know, bro. I didn't even want to know. The cops came in to find it. Deal with that later. I don't give a fuck. But, hey, that's the prisons I went to, man. That is the prisons. McFarland CCF, Mule Creek, Mesa Verde, Wasco A Yard, CMC West, Soledad, then Soledad again, Arizona COCF, New Delano, Ironwood, Corcoran, ICDTP twice. And don't forget now, every time I go to prison, you got to deal with county jail, Wasco reception, county jail, Wasco reception. I have a story highlighted. I'm sorry, little Mandarin. I know, energy, huh? Energy, brother. That's what it's all about. Trip on this. The craziest thing I saw, I'd say, was when I was at CMC West. And it worked out good because we had to do a battery on this fool. He had fake paperwork. He had some foul stuff that would have really got him in trouble. And he was able to shield that because he got busted with some other stuff. And he's like, look it, burglary, GTA, burglary tools, meth lab. So it's that paperwork. And didn't show us the other thing that he had in a pill, which was some foul shit that shall not be mentioned here. They found that out because they caught this dude at the law library preparing for his appeal. And they're seeing him always go in there like, what's he looking at? Go grab the book. And they found it. They ran his last name, caught him. This dude's marked. We're going to get his ass. But how should we do it? What weapon can we use? What can we? And we start noticing that the barracks he was in, out front, has a rock garden. A rock garden. Now, what cop came by, looked at this barracks, and was like, something plain about it. There's something I don't like about this barracks. Should we put a rose bush? An avocado tree? Should we put a goldfish pond? Koi pond? No, I know. A rock garden. I want a bunch of stones about yay big. I want them here, and I want them here on either side of the stairs. I think it looked really good. Just 2 rock gardens. Bro, a rock garden at a prison when they try so hard to take away any kind of weapon stock. To take away anything you can make a weapon out of. I mean, your pins are bendy and shit. Can't even have a big pin, brother. I guess you could in mainline, but not a Wasco reception. Point being, they do go the extra mile to take away that weapon stock. They don't want you making weapons. But how about a rock garden? Which don't you think someone grabbed it and was, hey, good dude. Boom. Of course they did, dog. Came one of the main weapons and getting this weirdo who had that weird charge when he got caught slipping at the law library. Didn't you love it when a plan comes together? Bro, I started to highlight. I have all the prisons right here. I started to highlight. I was going to highlight what prisons I got in trouble at. I've been in prison. I mean, blah, blah, blah. I've been in trouble at every prison I've been in, bro. Trip on that. I guess we could do another story. I could do a whole video on times I've been in trouble. And this is like my 3rd or 4th take, so I don't know if I mentioned it in this video right now or one earlier, but I'm going to do a video, Ryan. All the time I use the alias Ryan to get out of trouble. Be expecting that one. The Coco County video and a good video, highly requested, Green Eye Gemini, the truth. How'd that take place? A lot of people want to know. But bro, the biggest trouble I got into, the biggest time I got in trouble and was like the biggest trip and was the weirdest thing, and was simply for not selling up with somebody. Man, we get to Corcoran. I get to Corcoran. I look in and I happen to notice before the cop could open the door, I'm looking in my cell. I see a homeboy with their oil down his stomach. I'm like, bro, right on, awesome. I got a homeboy. Who knows when you go to Corcoran and who's going to be in your cell? Could Fresno, i.e. Orange County, who knows? But dude, a homeboy from Oildale, that's right, getting there and I happen to know him. He knows my brother, knows a bunch of my homeboys. A good homeboy. What's up, dog? Him and I would get there, boom, 2 new woods on the yard. They only have 2 open cells for woods. One in building 5, one in building 3. 2 open white cells and 2 brand new white woods. White dudes, woods. CTQ, confined quarters. Me and my homeboy from Oildale in that cell for 10 days. Once they clear us, one's going to go to this cell, one's going to go to this cell. No one really cared like how it went down, like whatever. But then I started to develop like, bro, I think I want to stay right here in building 3 because my homeboy Tom was there. And I just liked it there. I'd already started to deal with this lifer from Fresno named Stretch. I'd buying weed off him. CTQ is in building 3. I was comfortable there. I'd already been there 10 days. I got to know the porter. I got to know how the cops operated. Tom's there. The cell it's open is a dude named Smiley from Orange County. I want to stay in building 3. I didn't want to go to really building 5. I didn't even know who that was over there. Who was over there was a dude from Orange County. He wanted me for a cellie, not my homeboy from Oildale, because the homeboy from Oildale had long hair. He's like, I don't want a cellie with long hair because you find that shit everywhere. You'll be sweeping, the shit just falls out. Like, there'll be hair everywhere. I want the dude with the shaved head, which was me. But I was like, no, Charlie Holmes, I'm not moving in with you, long hair or not, because I'm going to stay here in building 3. I got my homeboy Tom, and I'm going to move in Smiley from Orange County. You are, in fact, going to get my homeboy from Oildale with the long hair. And dude took it, it made him butthurt. He took it personal. He took it personal, bro, as if I said I didn't want to go to the prom with him or something. Like, really weird, dog. Like, I took it as like, I told you, like, you asked me for a shot of coffee, and I was like, nah, I don't have a shot of coffee. You want to be my cellie? Nah, I don't be your cellie. You want to go work out? Nah. But he took it like, want to go to the prom? Nah. Want to get married? Nah. Want to wear my ring? What shit's he on, dog? Like, he took it personal, bro. He took it right to the butt. I couldn't believe it. And I didn't even give a fizzuck. You want to get your feelings hurt? Do you need a hug? You don't know how to take rejection? Mom didn't love you much? Never been rejected, bro? The first time you ever been rejected is when I said I want to be your cellie. He couldn't take it, dog. He like spun in the circle and he was pulling his own hair out at that point. Rejection! Dog, he got the dude with the long hair. And know what got crazy about it is he also ended up having the keys to the yard. Because the dude, this lifer, Billy, who had the keys to the yard, went to the hole. And he shot word saying that dude in building 5 who got my homeboy for a cellie was supposed to have the keys till he got back. So now the dude who I freaking rejected did not want to be a cellie, and he start working with his feelings. And it's like, if you want to play with feelings, be a dentist. If you want to work around with feelings, dog, be a dentist. Don't bring him to prison with you. Homeboy, that didn't have the keys to the yard. And I tried to avoid him like the plague, because he would just always, this is awkward, very awkward and uncomfortable, and he'd bring it up every time. And I felt embarrassed for him, dog. Another shit, dog, dude. I felt embarrassed for him. Get over it, bro. And he would just make, dog, it just, and then when he found out, there's like a short term, okay, look, bro. When he found out I was like a week to the pad, then you really start getting borderline rude. Not disrespectful, I'd have to punch him in the face. But dude, when you're a week to the house, you kind of avoid fights. I'm just saying. You're not going to be a bitch and a pussy, but you're not quick to sling them because you're going home in a week. Who wants to sling him and go home now a week and 90 days? So, dog, once he found out, he knew I was going home in a week, he started giving me some more mad dog. It was like a weird situation. Fuck that dude all over because I rejected him, dog. Because he didn't want a long hair dude. I hope he got hair in his food, homeboy. I hope he woke up in the middle of the night and was like, pound it in his neck. So that's the prisons I've been to, homeboy. I'm trying really hard to do daily content. I want to do daily content. Worst case scenario is going to be every other day. But I'm really, really striving for daily content. I want to bring it full blast, brother. Bring it full blast. With that being said, more video tomorrow, guaranteed. You know that. Cut the string, let it fly. Peace.